What's good, everyone? It's Shadon Loneston. I'm giving you commentary over Ryse, Son of Rome. Now, this game didn't get that great of reviews, but it's not that bad of a game. Again, it's just an okay game. I decided to go ahead and show you guys this. Just kind of give you my initial thoughts so far. Now, this game is a beautiful piece of work. I mean, they cinematically did everything pretty well. There isn't too many issues with that. I mean, every review has said that. They pretty much explained that the visuals on here are great, especially if you want to show off for your Xbox One to see how strong your system can work and how great the graphics can be in-game, in the cinematics. I mean, I believe the cinematics here are in-game, so it keeps the graphics going and pushing the Xbox One pretty well for the first game. Of course, once people start learning the Xbox and figuring out what's going on and how to use the system well, more games will probably be able to do much more than this game has. Think about the first game that comes out for launches with the 360 or the PlayStation 3. Now, look at the games that just came out recently, and you know there's a major leap from design and gameplay from that time. This game right now is just really great for showing off the visuals. Speaking of that, we also have like the issues that people have. This game is pretty nice, but a lot of people have complained that after a while it gets so repetitive. And I mean, you'll see that when I start playing and just trying to again show you a little bit of it. It's just that the story is great, the visuals are great, but replayability is not high in this game, as most people say. I mean, I know some people that might not feel that way. Some people may play this game and really enjoy it, and you know, it's not an issue. If that's how you like it, that's how you like it. I know some people that play all different types of hack and slash games that pretty much don't give you anything else but hack and slash. You're doing the same thing repeatedly for a different goal, different outcome, but I mean, you're doing the same thing, and yet people they like that. They love that game, and they keep going back to that certain franchise. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, again, as you can tell, I mean, the nice scenery is wrong, of course. You got the brutal warfare, people cutting off limbs and hacking and slashing, and that's what you want when you get this game. And it does that pretty well. That was the biggest thing that they were, I guess, promoting during E3 and all the rest of the conferences, is the way that the visuals are doing executions and in combat. Now, this game here has like basic controls. You just saw that. A to push people, to deflect, Y to push, X to cut, the slash, and then you'll use right trigger to do executions. And they also have, as you can see here, perks that will help you during the execution, so that when you do the execution, like this one for instance, give you health. And so the more executions you get, the more health you regain. And I believe there'll be some more later on that I'll bring up in another video. And as you can tell here, you have the execution. And so for the executions, you either hitting X or Y. X when it's blue, Y when it's yellow. Now, I've heard that the problem that most people have right now is the fact that when you get into an execution animation, you don't get punished no matter what you do. So if you do the execution and blue pops up and you push Y, you still do the execution. You still do the move. I think the only thing that changes is your multiplier or the points that you get for the type attack. Right now I'm trying to get good at this, trying to, just start it off, trying to get used to it. And I'm messing up with the whole execution part. You gotta hit right trigger, and I keep hitting X one too many times. You gotta calm down on that. But this boy here, I'm trying to get with it. And again, you can see like the whole hack and slash feature and nice execution. Most people again complaining for the fact that when you get to that point though, like it should be some type of you shouldn't be rewarded for everything. There should be, if you miss the hit, that your enemy can pretty much have the advantage of you or something. It makes it not as fun because you can do whatever you want and basically have no worries about what's going to happen to you. But showing this off, people climbing up, what you doing? Get down, son. Boy going to work on these barbarians. Guess I'm supposed to be here. Got hit right after I said that. But you're here trying to protect your emperor right now, trying to get to the castle. This boy didn't want none. Give me your back. And so, again, that's how I was saying, the whole hack and slash feel. The presentation is nice. They just should have worked on, I guess, the difficulty of this game. I mean, some people might not have a problem with this. If you're not that great, I'm, you know, just a gamer that plays every now and then you might, you know, just want to run through the story and see what you can do and not have to worry about, I guess, losing, dying as much. I mean, there probably are some harder enemies. Of course, this is the first map. I haven't played this game too much yet. I'll try to give you guys more video a little later, but we'll see how that works out. And I hope to do a video here for you guys as well, depicting the multiplayer. And I heard it's pretty nice as well, but then it gets to that point where you're just playing and play, and I mean, you get into executions, and it's pretty much the same thing. Right now, you can use the connect or left bumper if you don't want to pretty much use the connect, do the voice commands. For me, I decided to go ahead and use the voice command, but I noticed one thing with the Xbox One, the connect is actually being a lot better. I didn't honestly think that I was going to use the connect that much, but when I started playing and actually using it, it comes in handy. And I know a lot of people like, I don't want to connect. I didn't want to connect. I don't want to have to pay another $100 for a camera that I'm not going to use. But in not like being on Microsoft's side or anything, but if I spent that much money on the technology to let the Kinect work, I would want everybody to use it. I mean, they know that if they had the Kinect separate, nobody would really buy it. And then that whole research that they put into it in the time will go to waste. Also, if they make it mandatory, most people, most other companies, whatever, be able to use it. And some game developer will make a good use of the Kinect in one of their games. I'm wondering what somebody will do. It's pretty open-ended, you know, open source. I've seen some nice videos online with people using Kinects to do different things, because they kind of just open it up to the public to use to see what they can come up with. Now, if you're watching this right now, forgive the aim. It's not me. It's an auto aim, which is very frustrating. I keep trying to hit this dang pot, but it keeps making me go to a person, and so it's kind of frustrating on that end. But you know, that's what it is what it is. Again, the Kinect for the Xbox One, it really is pretty nice though. I don't use it too much, but I use it enough. I mean, it's good to pretty much, look at that collateral, boy. It's good when you're in the middle of a game and you want to record. You want to tell Xbox to record the last clip that you just did, and it's pretty nice because once you say that, it records the last 30 seconds without you having to hit share, without you having to go to dashboard or back to the user interface or anything. You say Xbox record that, and it records that. And I think that's pretty legit. That's pretty good, and I like that. You don't have to take your hand off the remote or anything. And most people say, you know, hey, the commands might have to say it multiple times, and honestly, you really don't, unless there's a lot of people in your house. If it's a lot of people, I notice that it just doesn't really work too well. But if you're at home sitting by yourself or with somebody else and y'all not really talking, just playing the game, it works well. I mean, you can do it anytime. And speaking of the Xbox recording stuff, this is a good thing and a bad thing that I noticed. I like the fact that the Xbox records randomly. That's a good thing. I mean, when you just doing random stuff, maybe you did something nice, the Xbox will record it and put it into your little upload so all your friends can kind of see what you did. The bad thing about it, it usually records the crappiest things sometimes. Especially, I mean, me and my friends playing NBA 2K14 and nothing happens on the court, yet it records. And it records a lot in NBA 2K14, and sometimes it can get kind of frustrating because I normally go back and delete all that crap that it just recorded. Another game that does that a lot, as I noticed, is Battlefield 4. And once you get an Xbox One, if you have a friend with Battlefield 4, you'll understand what I'm talking about. It normally just records whatever that person was doing when they leveled up. And it's like, really? But that screen that you just saw was basically where you go to upgrade all your weapons. I didn't want to make this video too long, so I kind of skipped that. But that's where you'll upgrade your health, your armor, your executions, and get different perks and stuff. Again, as I said, this game looks nice. I mean, you can tell these people look pretty dang good. And throughout the whole game, that I have noticed after I even played past this part is that they keep it consistent, and you just kind of transition from cutscene to the game, and it works well that way. And so right now, going into the castle and to take out a few people, you know, trying to help again your emperor make it, but forget that dude. He don't know me like that. But I guess, you know, that's part of the story that we're still trying to learn right now. As for the Xbox One, I do have a lot of people that's asking me about the Xbox One and how I feel about it, and the PlayStation 4 as well. I mean, I have both, and I honestly think that they both are good for what you want them for. I don't think that the Xbox or PlayStation is better than the other one. To me, it comes down to your preference. How many people do you have on either game system? You know, if you already have a strong community in PlayStation or a strong community in Xbox, you're going to gravitate towards one. And that's just the way I feel. And I think that it comes down to the exclusives. Basically, when you sit down and think about it, like, what games am I going to miss if I just pick one or the other? And that's basically, to me, where it comes down to which one you prefer. I do give, you know, Xbox and PlayStation is different props. So PlayStation has a good interface, it's straight to the point. It might have a little issue later down the road when it comes to when you add more games and stuff to your system. And Xbox, again, I don't hate the Kinect. I mean, it's still not something that, you know, I wasn't too sure on, but it's starting to work out pretty well. It's actually been pretty good. Again, like I said, in the middle of a game, when you want to snap a feature or add something else, it works seamlessly. But the thing I do want to say about Xbox One is that they need to work on the little hidden niches that you normally, like on your 360, that you can get to easily, like friends list or your party and all that stuff. To get to that a lot easier, or find out your storage and all that, they have too many little bitty things that are hidden. Not the major stuff. The major stuff is pretty much in your face, but the little bitty stuff that you notice that you kind of miss from 360 is something that they work on. But I think that won't be an issue when you sit down and think about basically how the 360, the whole interface of that changed drastically from when it started to now. And here's a cutscene. I'm going against the boss, and the flame on that is pretty nice. And working out this game again, making it look good. You saw the executions with people getting the arm cut off, and you see the bone. I mean, again, this game is graphically amazing for, you know, the first game to come out on X1, and that's what you want, you know, when you get a game. But the problem is that you also need to have the content, and I'm getting this game and trying to show you guys this because I want to see the story. I want to see how it plays out. I don't want to sit up here and just be like, oh, the game sucks because I saw somebody else's review. I don't think that's fair for a game. But I got this dude stuck in the corner and beating that tail. Boy, ain't even ready for that. Ended off with the execution. Give me your throat, son. But again, as I was telling you guys, you know, Xbox, PlayStation, it's all up to you. It depends on what you want. I really do think that Xbox does a lot of good things that they wasn't doing on 360, and vice versa for the PlayStation. Again, appreciate you guys for watching this with me, and subscribe if you get a chance to. Also like and follow us on all the other social networks. I'll leave y'all out with this cutscene, and I'll catch y'all later. Shadon out. Deuce.
Damocles is risen from the dead. I swear it.
Damocles is a myth. Only men kill men, my emperor. The gods may guide us. They never interfere with the affairs of mortals.
Oh? And what great oracle told you this, General?
My father.
We will be safe here. I do believe we will be safe. Well, I pray to the gods that we will be safe.
We will be safe here, Emperor. As safe as we can be.
Safe. Yes, safe, thank God. But you... What family... What's your name, soldier?
Marius. But my name is of no import. My story, however, is.